Yo, this is a show. No, this is a story. Um, so yeah, mental health and experiences, the things that you think that form you, that mold you, and that you evolve from, right? What weird things are afoot at the Circle K? So, this story is about myself, and I mean, I'm 32 now, as of posting this, and it's wild because now it just clicked. Now it finally just clicked that I might have never realized this idea before. So we're gonna get into that. Yeah. So I've always felt that. I mean, it's crazy to no, it's not crazy. It's far fetched to automatically assume that you might have split personalities, right? Or multiple personalities. People are weird. People are very weird. I work in the medical sector of plasma, and I'll just go as far as that. And the people that I experience on a day to day basis, an hour to hour basis, people are fucking weird, man. I must have several hundred small conversations with random people every single week that I work. People are weird. Yes, I do need to oh, this guy is on, you know, whatever. But no, some people are just weird, man. Some people just got their own potluck dinner that nobody else showed up to. Their fucking bread is falling peanut butter side down. And that's rough. That shit is rough. And so, yeah, getting back to the main topic, man. My life. I never realized it until tonight, I guess. But it just clicked in my head. So from when I was born until I was 4, that's basically unconsciousness. I mean, for me personally, I would assume. I do have memories before when I was 4, but I would just assume, and for this point, just call it. Yeah, okay. So consciousness. So I wasn't 1 years old at 4. I was conscious at 4. So once my consciousness began, it began with the divorce. That is really I mean, I remember a few months before that, but really, that's where my memories began, was the divorce of this guy that looked like Bill Stein. Dry eyes, use Visine, or whatever the fuck. I thought that guy was the lawyer that broke up my parents, which is, I mean, again, I always laugh at that. But again, that's who he looked like. That's who I thought it was. And so every time I saw the commercials, I'm like, fuck him. As a 4 year old, 5 year old man. Um, so yeah, again, the right when my actual consciousness and my memories began, it begins with my mom leaving my dad for some fucking weird stranger dude that I don't fucking know. And I have to leave my dad, who I've never left. Like, I was with him every single day since I was born, because he was a stay-at-home dad. God bless stay-at-home dads. And my mom went to go work because she wanted to work. And yeah, no, shit went down, and you know, this is another story for later. But split custody happened. And so every other week, me and my sister, not just me, but me and my sister, had to go from my dad's house to my mom's house to my dad's house to my mom's house to my dad's house to my mom's house every other fucking week. From, at least for me, when I was like 4 until I was 12. So what is that, 8 years? 8 years of just joint custody, going back and forth, man. 8 years, dude, of joint custody. And okay, so I want to take a moment to make this like chapter, like a separate chapter, like chapter 1 or whatever. Joint custody, what joint custody looks like for a child, as one that has gone through it, is like, you have 2 split personalities. You have to have 2 split personas. Like, here, I'm still in the same fucking house, baby. Same fucking house. I do not like it, because all my memories are here. I can look at every single fucking splotch, and I can remember each fucking memory, even from my neighborhood. There's a crack going to my garbage area, and because I've taken this garbage in the same line, there's a crack in the asphalt. So joint custody is a bitch, man. You have to, you like, my sister and I, we had one day to be like, okay, tomorrow's the day that we're leaving. So like, we start preparing, we start packing, and then we have the day that we leave, and then it's all intensity, all like, oh, we're going back to that house. And then so we get there, and then we have to unpack, and then it takes us another day to digest, and then so we have like 4 or 5 days where now we're like at the other house, and the total other personas that we're in. Now we're car riders, going to school in a different way, at a different time, with a different morning routine, with different cereal, different shows or not, and that was it. And then we have a day to be like, yes, we're going back to dad's. And then we have a day that, as of the day, like, yes, we're going back to dad's. And so we just can't fucking wait. And then we get back to dad's. But because we're at mom's for a week, it takes us a fucking day to unpack. It takes us a day to digest. And then we only have 5 days back at our dad's. So joint custody, week to week, every other week, that shit is brutal. Don't do that shit to your fucking kids, man. Do not do that shit to your kids. So anyway, chapter 2. Yeah, man. I had to have different emails for each house, because parents, right? They just do weird shit. And it was probably more my stepdad. Again, I don't really want to blame my mom too much, because she was held captive by Charles Arthur. She was held captive by Charles Arthur Black. Put that on the fucking record. And as she was held captive and abused and beaten. And there's no way that I could personally beat this or him in a court of law because he has one of the most powerful attorneys in the state of Florida. I just wouldn't win. So, and that's a character I fabricated. Yeah, no, fuck you, Charles Arthur Black. Um, So yeah, I had to have a fucking email for my mom's house called Any RJ, and then my dad's was Audi 92, and I was always so pissed that my mom made me choose Any RJ because my name is fucking RJ. Like ever since I was like born, and anything that I've ever been called, I've been RJ. So I wanted to, like, not have any RJ. I don't like. I'm always like any RJ, always inside RJ. That was such an embarrassing email, and that was such a spit down onto me that I felt, because like fuck, what the any RJ, like it, like any, who wants to be fucking inside? So and then Audi 92, that only existed because I was born in 92 and I was always outside at my dad's. I wanted to be Audi RJ. Audi RJ sounded so cool to me, man. But no. You don't get much choices when there's fucking multiple parents involved in this shit. So it's just bullshit. It's all so bullshit. You feel me? Like any RJ was the, I was gonna say slave, but no, because I wasn't working for anything. I was more of just a prisoner. Any RJ was a prisoner, but I didn't want to be called that. And Audi 92 was freedom, but that name didn't correlate or stick with me. It didn't meld with me. Like, and so, and my mom's house, like I was like Robert, Robert, Robert John. Oh, fuck me if I was in trouble. Robert John. Even my sister knows that. She'll vouch for that. But then I go to my dad's and it's all like, hey, RJ, 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 RJ. It sounds trippy to say my own name. It sounds trippy to say RJ. When I say Robert, I feel nothing. When I say RJ, it's like, who? I'm calling my name. And I gotta give mad credit to my dad for getting me to that point. I've been in the same fucking house my entire life, and I'm 32 years old, man. And I think they lived here a year before that. So, and my mom even lived here for 4 years. So, but it's just crazy. Like, she's dead. My stepdad has moved on. I'm still trying to learn how to grieve for my mom and move on from that. I'm still learning how to find myself. My sister has she has a whole family. Like, if my dad dies, she has a whole family. Like, yeah, if my dad dies, I also have my sister. That's a whole family. But like, I don't have my own family. I feel like I'm so far like behind, but like, it's no. That's unhealthy thinking. Like, that's not how you think about it. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what era or chapter of shit that has just been fucked and thrown in your way, even if it's every other week of joint custody, like, it doesn't matter. Right now is right now. Like, the only moment that we have is the present moment. The future has not happened yet. The past has already happened. So right now, you're listening to me say these words. After you hear this, you can't deny that you now have the knowledge to move forward in your life and make new choices. New growing evolutionary choices in your own life. Yeah. Hey, RJ, watch this video tomorrow, man. Actually, no. Watch this video every morning. And yeah, I guess everybody else that's watching this, watch it too. But RJ, dude, watch it.